If you want to make your voice amazing, follow some simple steps in Audacity. There are a couple of options. Option 1 is to apply these 4 effects. One of these effects may have to be applied twice, and the order of effects matters. I will show you in detail the correct order of effects, which effect to apply twice, and how to configure the effects. Option 2 is to put all the effects in a macro and improve the sound in a single click. Option 2 is much easier once you build it. I will first show you how Option 2 works and then Option 1 in detail. Please keep in mind that learning how to configure these 4 effects correctly is the key to professional sounding audio. So watch the second half of this video very carefully to understand the process. I am showing the easiest option first. I will make a duplicate of the current track. I am duplicating this to compare between the original and improved audio. I will improve the second track using the one-click solution, so renaming it to improved. The single-click solution that I am going to show is developed from years of experience I have. I will select everything inside the second track and will go to Tools. If I go to Apply Macro, you will see some options like Clear Vocal or S Reduction. I also have Improve Overall Experience and Podcast-Specific Improvement. All these works on the raw recording. If I apply any of these, the audio will become improved instantly. Let's say I want the Clear Vocal improve, as this is a voiceover recording. The audio is improved almost instantly. Let's listen to the original and improved audio to compare.
We have to download Audacity first. To download Audacity, go to audacityteam.org. I'll give this link in the description. Audacity is available on Windows, Mac and Linux, so choose your OS. We have to download Audacity first. To download Audacity, go to audacityteam.org. I'll give this link in the description. Audacity is available on Windows, Mac and Linux, so choose your OS. If you are using Windows, choose Windows. After you choose your OS, a file will be downloaded automatically.
So you see, what a difference was made in the listening experience just in a single click. You can make this type of single-click solution on your own using the effects I show you next. Alternatively, you can get these solutions from me. The 11 fantastic macros are available on this Buy Me a Coffee page. After you purchase, you will get a zip file and all the macros inside it. The installation of the macros is very simple. From Tools, go to the Macro Manager. You have to import the TXT files you get from the zip file. Click on Import and browse to the location where you unzip the file. You will see a Macros and EQs folder. Inside it is the Macros folder and all the TXT files. Select one TXT file at a time and open. You have to install all the TXT files one by one, as Audacity does not have a bulk install option. You will see the macro name here after installing those. If they appear here, you are all good to apply these one-click solutions. So that was the option to get an amazing voice in a single click. We will now see the other option to improve a raw recording. I will manually add all the necessary effects on the track 1. Select everything inside the track and go to Normalize Effect. I told you at the start that these 4 effects are needed to improve audio quality. Normalize is the first effect to apply because the raw audio recording volume is generally low. Normalize will increase the loudness, which is better for editing. I will normalize to -3 dB peak. -3 dB peak is standard on most of the audio platforms. The volume level is increased. Let's listen to it a bit.
We have to download Audacity first. To download Audacity, go to audacityteam.org. I'll give this link in the description.
The next effect will be noise reduction. I will need a noise sample from anywhere in the waveform. I will expand the waveform by scrolling up. A noise sample of around ½ second or more is good enough. I will select this and go to the noise reduction effect. Noise reduction is a 2-step process. In step 1, you have to give Audacity a noise sample or profile. Based on it, Audacity will detect noise and remove that noise from audio. Click on Get Noise Profile. For step 2, you have to select a part of the audio from where you want to remove the noise. I want to remove noise from the whole track. I will select everything by double-clicking and go to the noise reduction effect again. Please keep in mind that Audacity can only remove white background noise or hissing noise. Other types of noise like traffic noise or dog barking cannot be removed using Audacity. You have to select the noise reduction settings. These 3 sliders let you do that. For best noise reduction, these 2 sliders has to be at 6. The top slider is the noise reduction amount. It should be between 6 to 12. 6 dB reduction is better, but if the noise is too loud, you can go up to 12. Please remember, noise reduction makes the sound harsh. Too much noise reduction makes the listening experience poor. I will set it 9, but keep in mind that 6 is the best setting on all 3 sliders. Make sure the Reduce Radio button is selected. Click OK to apply the noise reduction settings. The audio is now noise reduced. Let's listen to it a bit to make sure everything sounds okay.
We have to download Audacity first. To download Audacity, go to audacityteam.org. I'll give this link in the description.
The third effect I will apply is the EQ. You will find the filter curve inside EQ and filters. There are different types of EQ effects, and I will use the filter curve as it is flexible to use. EQ is the process of manipulating volume by frequencies. That means you can increase or decrease the volume of some frequencies. Increasing volume of frequencies is called a boost and decreasing volume is called a cut. If you want to learn the details of these things, please join my Audacity course. It is very detailed and suited for both beginners and rookies. I will put a link in the description. Back to the EQ we were doing. Audacity offers some EQ presets in factory presets. I will use a modified version of low roll-off for speech. It is rolling off from 100 Hz. If you know about the fundamental frequency of human voice, it can start from 80 Hz but not below that. So I will adjust the roll-off from 80 Hz. It means I am cutting off frequencies below 80 Hz where no human voice frequency exists. Audio recording can have some noise in those low frequencies, and this cutoff will reduce that noise. The next effect is very important. It is the compressor effect that reduces the dynamic range. Dynamic range means the volume gap of loud and quiet sounds of your voice. If the dynamic range is too big, some parts of the recording may become very difficult to hear. The recording I am working with has no such big difference. Still, applying the compressor effect will make the voice crunchy and crispy. A little bit of compression makes the recording smoother to listen to. Before applying the compressor, find a part in waveform that looks on the low volume side. In other words, find a relative quiet part in your recording. Play it and notice the maximum point it is hitting in the meter.
This link in the description.
It is hitting just above -9 in the meter. It is an important reading. Because compressor configuration is different than other effects. For other effects, there can be a standard configuration for any piece of recording. Compressor configuration varies for each recording. The threshold has to be below the maximum point we noticed earlier. It has to be less than -9. I will choose -12. The lower I go, the more compression will happen. The noise floor should be higher than the noise recording in the meter. I set it to -40 dB. The ratio sets how much compression will be done. Usually, 3:1 to 5:1 is a good ratio. The more ratio you set, the more compression will be done. The amount of compression needed depends on the dynamic range. Too much compression can make the voice unrealistic. As my recording is quite balanced already, I will add a 2.6:1 compression. The makeup gain checkbox does not matter if I normalize the audio after compression. But the compress based on peaks must be checked. Because I configured the settings based on peak value. If I do not keep this box checked, it would alter the compression mode, and my settings may not be valid for that compression mode. The compression is done, and I will apply normalize again to adjust its peak level. Compression can make the peak louder than the standard -3 dB peak. Normalize to -3 dB will adjust the peak to the standard level. The editing is done, and it's time to measure its quality. Audacity has a tool called ACX Check. It is not included by default, but you can install it from the Audacity plugin page. It will give me feedback if this audio is good enough for the highest quality like audiobook narration. Professional voiceover artists can also use this tool to check their quality. This tool will give feedback about peak level, RMS level, and noise floor. For my current editing, peak has passed, but RMS and noise floor failed. A minor adjustments will make this audio pass the ACX check. I have to use other effects like loudness normalization to pass it ACX check. Things like that are taught in my Audacity course for beginners. If you want to get professional quality editing, I recommend you enroll in the course. Even if you do not need professional grade audio, but want to learn audio editing easily and step by step, this course take you to the next level. I will leave editing this audio in this way. Because if it sounds good, I will not need further improvement for platforms like YouTube or online course creation. I will now play it and compare between this manual improvement and the one-click improvement.
We have to download Audacity first. To download Audacity, go to audacityteam.org. I'll give this link in the description. Audacity is available on Windows, Mac and Linux, so choose your OS. If you are using Windows, choose Windows. After you choose your OS, a file will be downloaded automatically. We have to download Audacity first. To download Audacity, go to audacityteam.org. I'll give this link in the description. Audacity is available on Windows, Mac and Linux, so choose your OS. If you are using Windows, choose Windows. After you choose your OS, a file will be downloaded automatically.
My manual improvement may be a bit louder than the one-click improvement. I will adjust the peak again. I will normalize to -5 dB.
We have to download Audacity first. To download Audacity, go to audacityteam.org. I'll give this link in the
-5 dB. Normalize the audio a bit quieter. I will normalize it to -4 dB. The volume level seems identical from the waveforms.
We have to download Audacity first. To download Audacity, we have to download Audacity first. To download Audacity, go to audacityteam.org. I'll give this link in the description. Audacity is available on Windows, Mac and Linux, so choose your OS. If you are using Windows, choose Windows. After you choose your OS, a file will be downloaded automatically.
The manual improvement is quite good than the original recording. But I would say, the one-click improvement is a bit better to listen to, because I made some subtle adjustments in the effects in the macro. If you want that kind of improvement, you can get the macros. I also have a set of 2 macro pack that you can use to study and learn better editing techniques. You can check my courses on Audacity and audio cleanup to know things in detail and at a professional level. All the links will be in the description. Once you do these courses, audio editing and professional voice will become a piece of cake for you. Enroll in the courses, and see you there.